Hello, my weebs and gamers. How you doing today? How are you guys doing today? You're good? You're good? I don't think AX has ever sold out. I saw a little bit of conversation about AX earlier. Yeah, I am, this is going to be my last stream before I fly off to AX, so thought we'd just have a chill one today. We do have...
Hey Giguk, I can't visit your booth at. Didn't buy my Axe tickets in time, but I still want to get some of TT merch. How can I get merch?
How can you get merch? We are still... I don't know if there's been any official announcement right now, but depending on how the merch at AX performs, we might do an online launch. So it really much depends on if people like it enough. Last stream ever? This won't be the last stream ever. Don't worry, my guy. Don't worry. When's the next stream? Probably going to be after I am back from America. So, I mean, it won't be that long. I'm only away for like 8 days or whatever, which has been more time since my last stream. I've been trying to catch up on like my main channel stuff, so that's why you guys haven't been getting any streams for the last week. But, you know, I'm going to be busy. Anyone here from LA, from California, is going to be going to AX? You guys going to be going to AX? And if you are, good luck to you guys. Good luck to you. I'm from Cali. Oh, okay. Come visit the Trash Taste booth. What can I say? It's today. This year is going to be a little bit of a. It's going to be a little bit of a tester for us to see if it's, you know, worth pursuing stuff at AX independently. A lot of people have been confused just because they think we're guesting. Like, they think Trash Taste is officially guesting this year at AX. We are not guests. So I want to make that clear. We aren't like the official AX guests. We're just technically like exhibitors. And, you know, coming with Geeks Plus and industry folk. So that's what we are this year. It's more independent than we are last year. Star Railgun, I am probably not gonna be railing today, my guy. Probably not gonna be railing today. You and Connor have a panel. No, we do have a panel. We are going to be doing a panel with Kadokawa, which I don't know if you guys are gonna like this panel. I've never done a panel like this ever before, because what we're gonna be doing is we're going to be going through a bunch of anime announcements, and we're going to be going through a bunch of trailers live of pretty much every new Kadokawa anime that's going to be announced at Anime Expo. So I'm like, oh, I've never done this before. No, never done that before. That's way outside my content sphere. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching a bunch. Basically, it's just gonna be me watching a bunch of anime trailers with Connor. And reacting to stuff. But what we are going to be doing today is not so much a set schedule or anything like that. I thought I could start things off with a little bit of anime news before I fly off, because I didn't do an anime news stream this month. If you saw my tweets, I have a small hashtag ad segment where we're going through a VR world that is made by Toei Animation, and collaboration between Sony and Toei Animation. So that's going to be cool. That's technically going to be my first VR stream, so hopefully everything goes well. And then I did also set up my PS5, and I really wanted to play Final Fantasy 16, so maybe we will do that later after we're done with everything else. But yeah, it's today's more of a chill out stream. Didn't really plan this stream. I was like, I got some time to stream. Why are we flying to America? I am flying to America because of Anime Expo, and that's basically what I'm going to be doing for the next 8 days. I'm also going to give my boy some moral support for Connor's doing a charity auction, and I'm going to be there as well. Have you played Final Fantasy 14? I haven't. Is 14... Which one's 14 again? Is that the online one, or is that the previous one with the boys going on a road trip? Is the MMO? Okay. The critically acclaimed, the critically acclaimed one. Hey. From what I see, Final Fantasy 16 is also pretty critically acclaimed right now. So that should be good. Are all the boys going to AX? No. Joey is currently in Vietnam having the time of his fucking life. I know. It's his mum's, it's his mum's birthday or something. Or his dad's. I can't remember which one. But it's a family holiday. So he was like, I've done enough traveling this year. And as much as I want to come to Anime Expo, I gotta spend time with family. And I'm like, respect to you, man. I totally get it. Next year, I'm probably gonna do way less traveling myself. So I'm like, okay. Joey's doing what I want to do now. Will you make a dedicated video for Gundam The Witch from Mercury? Maybe. I don't know. It really much depends on how it ends. So right now, I'm really enjoying season 2, or the second season of the second part of part 1. I don't fucking know how anime is named anymore, man. I don't know how anime is named. Whatever, man. Because I don't think they're gonna end it with this season. So I think they're gonna do I hope they're gonna do like a 50 kind of episode deal with the new Gundam Witch from Mercury. Because it's one of the few shows where I'm like, I feel like 26 episodes is not going to be enough for this. But yeah, I think this is the first time that AX has actually... I saw that it sold out, and I'm like, holy shit! Anime Expo sold out? What? What? It's sold out? I don't think I've ever seen Anime Expo sell out before. Like, I think this is a good thing, because that means they're actually counting the number of attendees instead of just not capping their attendance. And it sold out last year? Okay, I didn't know it sold out last year, because every year I go to Expo, it always seems like there are way too many people, and like too many lines, too many, especially Artist Alley. I remember when I could walk Artist Alley at Anime Expo, and I believe last year Artist Alley got so bad that the air quality literally became like almost like it was on the cusp of being like a health hazard at one point, I think. It sold out during the convention last year. Okay. Garnt, we need more Genshin. I am thinking about getting back into Genshin. I've pretty much done everything I can do with Honkai Star Rail, or let me rephrase that. I've done pretty much everything I want to do so far with Honkai Star Rail, so I'm pretty much just only grinding. Fontaine Hype, when is it coming out? I think I got back. Oh my god, this is gonna be so weird, because I think I got back into Genshin when people were hyping up Sumeru, and I'm like, I'll catch up to the content, and I just never caught up to the content in 2 months. Fuck. Oh, I need to do Sumeru, man. I need to do Sumeru. There is too much content in Genshin right now. What happens is I'm one of those people, especially in an open world kind of setting, where I want to unlock one area of the map at a time and then kind of explore that area and then unlock the next area. The problem is that the areas in Genshin have become so big that I'm like, holy shit, I do not have time to go through everything. Sumeru, I've heard from Sydney, is fucking massive, and I thought that Inazuma is pretty big, and I still haven't unlocked all of Inazuma yet. Sounds like a skill issue? No, it sounds like a time issue, man. This is just me trying my best to touch grass and try not to touch virtual grass in Genshin. This is it. And I have to balance Honkai on top of that, bro. Maybe I'll just rush through, not rush through, maybe I'll just do the story beats I'll just do the story beats and see how long that takes you. But time management is a skill, though, not when you play gacha games. That if you're playing gacha games, time management is not part of your skills. I know that for a fact. If you want to increase your time management skills, just don't play gacha games. It's pretty much it. Final Fantasy 16 is made for you guys. I know. That's why I've got it loaded up. I don't know if I'm going to play it today. Depends on how I feel later, but it's been one of those games where this is where I've been glad that I'm kind of out of the gaming sphere. Not really out of the gaming sphere, but I am kind of it's just nice just to relax and not pay attention and not get hyped over the next new coming like games, because I didn't even know Final Fantasy 16 was out until it came out, and I was like, oh, it's out, and then I looked up reviews and I was like, holy shit, this seems like my game to a T. It's like fantasy, like kind of like dark fantasy based on like not Lord of the Rings, based on like Game of Thrones kind of thing. It's got like a real-time combat system, and it's really story heavy. And so I'm like, holy shit, this is literally my perfect game. This is my perfect game. And I'm like, I'm not hyped out of the experience, so I'm like, oh, it's out and I can play it now? Okay. My only concern is if I play it and I'm flying to America tomorrow, am I going to be thinking about Final Fantasy 16 for the next week or so when I can't play it? That's the only reason I haven't started playing it yet. What's your plan for today? So, chill day today. Maybe Final Fantasy 16 later. We got some anime news to go through. We got a VR stream to do as well. And then we'll see. We'll see, I guess. Still haven't packed yet. How long? Okay, chat. How long do you leave it before you start packing nowadays? How long do you leave it? Because I remember back in the day, back when I was like a teenager, I would be like, I need to pack like 2 days in advance. And then if I'm late, I'll pack 1 day in advance. And now I'm just like, my flight's in 6 hours. I should probably get packing just in case. I pack like hours before I fly. My mum would be so disappointed. My mum used to be like, we're flying, you need to pack like a week in advance. Get a list of everything you want. Because what I've realized is that if I pack a day in advance, I always feel like I'm going to forget something. And I spend like an hour going through my luggage, going through everything, being like, I must have forgotten something. I must have forgotten something. And I never do. Or I rarely ever do. But that day does never make the difference. If I pack a few hours before, I don't have the luxury of time to worry about if I've forgotten anything, just because it's just like, oh yeah, I'm bringing this, bringing that. All right, cool, I'm done. And then I rarely ever forget, you know, if it's anything important, I normally note that down to like specifically pack this thing, but it's the same shit every time. It's the same thing most of the time. Aaron, Asian parents have you show up the airport 4.5 hours before. Oh my god. Is this an Asian parent thing? Holy shit. No, I didn't. Yo, I've never had a that's just, you just like me for real moment. I thought that was a me thing. Oh my god. Bro. My parents are like, so, if I understand correctly, like, they recommend you try to get to the airport at least 2 hours before an international flight, not a domestic flight, an international flight. And my parents are like, okay, we'll take the recommendation of 2 hours, but just in case of traffic, we will add on at least an extra hour before that. But the problem is that they're all packed and ready like 2 weeks before, so it reaches like 4 hours before the flight, and they're like, well, we got nothing better to do. We might as well go, you know, just in case. It's like 4 hours before. I'm like, Mom, we need to be there like 2 hours before. And they're like, I mean, you can never tell. You can never tell. Sometimes it's traffic, and 3 hours, that's a more reasonable time, but we got time. So why not just go early? Why not just go early? And the shitty thing is, right? If they're ready and I'm not, then they're always rushing me. We're like 4 or 5 hours before the flight, and they're like, "What do you mean you haven't got everything prepared? We're leaving in 2 hours. We might want to leave in 1 hour." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? What? The plane's not going anywhere. It's literally like a 40-minute drive, like an hour. If it's bad traffic, if like a fucking accident happens, it's going to be like an hour and a half. We're still going to have enough time. Don't worry about it." If we're up to my parents, they would probably like turn up a day before the fucking flight and just sleep at the airport. the amount of arguments I've gone in with my parents for just wanting to go ridiculously early to a flight is just like it's every time. Gone. I love you, bro. I love you too, man. I love you too. That's a good mindset, to be honest. I mean, I don't think I've ever missed a flight in my life, despite how many flights I've taken. And like, there's a few things. I like to leave it. I don't like to leave it as late as possible, but I've been on points where I've arrived pretty late at the airport, and as long as you check in beforehand, it's pretty sure that you're gonna make the flights. It's pretty sure that you're gonna make the flights. Like, I'm that motherfucker who, one thing I never understood is, you know when they call everyone to come in and everyone fucking starts lining up. I'm that motherfucker who never starts lining up to get on to board the plane anyway until the line is gone. I'm just sitting here, I'm just chilling. I'm like, all you motherfuckers can go line up for the next 20 minutes to half an hour to board the plane. I'm gonna sit here and chill. And then I'm sitting there chilling, and it's like final call, and I'm like, finally, okay, now my time has come. Okay, now I'll board. And that's the thing. That's and like, there's no queue. You just go straight on and just put your bags in. You're like, okay, I'm not stressing out about lining up. And I just realized if you're the last motherfucker to board, then you won't ever have to wait for anyone else. When do you look for the fall anime 2023, bro? It's let's wait for summer to start. Let's wait for summer to start before we start thinking about fall anime. Bro, you're getting ahead of yourself, man. Getting ahead of yourself. I'm still catching up to before summer. I need to finish all my spring anime. Spring anime has been fucking stacked. I still haven't finished everything that's airing right now. I'm trying to be as up to date as possible. So I'm kind of glad that there are less summer shows that I'm hype about, even though there's still quite a lot in summer that I'm going to be watching. It's going to be less than I am going to be watching in spring. Skip to Loafer has been fucking great. That's been my surprise of the season. I didn't think I'd enjoy that as much as I currently am. Thank you, bro. I got to go. No worries, man. Hope you have a good night. Or whatever. Are the TTEU tickets shipping anytime soon? Unfortunately, I do not have any info on that right now. So they are going to be shipping. If they're not already, like, I'm surprised they're not e-tickets. So I'm not. It really much depends on your venue. One thing we have discovered after doing an EU tour is that EU venues have a lot less infrastructure and preparation for live shows than America does. So I'm kind of glad that we did America first to find out what could go wrong, because if we started off with EU, probably would have gone a hell of a lot worse. When is my flight to America? My flight to America is... Oh, thank you very much, Onigiri, for the raid. Hope you're having a good time. Thank you. What was she doing? Was she cooking? Was she doing an IRL stream? I still haven't had a chance to meet up with Onigiri. Sorry, you haven't had a chance to meet up since you moved to Japan. I've been out of the country more than I've been in the country since she moved to Japan. In fact, I don't know if she's going to AX or whatever. I don't know if she's going to America, but I literally just came back from America and I'm going to be flying back out to America again. I just can't stop, guys. I just can't stop. IRL camera died. Didn't even send us off. Oh, going to TwitchCon. Connor is trying to convince me to go to TwitchCon in Las Vegas, and I'm like, I can't do a month. I can't do another month in America, can I? Can I? I can't. I can't. I can't. All right. I've been to America like 3 times this year, I think. And I'm going to be going at least another 2 times. I'm going for AX, and then I'm going to be going next month as well, because I got to be a good son-in-law and meet Sydney's parents and hang out with Sydney's family, because I promised them that I'd be going sometime this year, and I thought it would be around about AX time, but stuff happened. So I'm going in August. And then if I go in October as well, that would be yet another month I'm flying to. Why am I paying rent? Why am I paying rent for this place, man? It's not even, I'm paying rent for a place I don't even live in. Great, I just spilled some coffee on me. Oh, on a white shirt as well. Oh. The Gigok sip strikes again. Oh no. I'll sort this out later. You're paying for storage? Actually, I'm gonna wash this now quickly. Alright. Well, I got a giant fucking wet patch. Alright, I guess I'm changing t-shirts. Hold on a second, chat. Hold on a second. I'll keep the audio on, but I'll just quickly change t-shirts. Oh. Okay, you can leave that to your imagination. Although you probably see me shirtless on some video. I'm sure. Some video. Do a shirtless stream? Maybe when I get ripped. This is the wrong way round. Crap. Alright, hold on a second. There we go. There we go. What did I just get into? No worries about it. Just a typical Garn stream. Just a typical Garn stream. Alright, so we're not going to do the entire segment now because I don't think we have the time, but we'll split things up. Let's start off with some anime news, why don't we? Let's start things off with some anime news. Now, I try to do the stream once a month, but this month was a little bit of, let's say, a slower month for anime news, and I think that's because a lot of companies are going to be saving their big announcements for AX, which is why I wanted to get this out of the way, because if I did this after AX, then it's just gonna be like all banger fucking news, all banger announcements. Oh, you're an anime news channel? I am happy. I wouldn't say I'm an anime news channel. I would just say I sometimes do a lot of I go through a lot of anime stuff on my channel. If you didn't know, hello, I didn't introduce myself. I'm the Anime Zone. I am the real Anime Zone. There is only one Anime Zone. There's only one Anime Man, and this is it. But we did get some big news before AX has started, guys, because Konosuba Season 3 has been announced. Holy crap. I never thought this day would finally come. We finally got another season of Konosuba. Not a movie, not a spin-off, but an actual season with the gang. The gang is back, everyone. Now, I'm very, very excited about this, mostly because watching the Megumin spin-off this season. So this season we got the Megumin spin-off, which I have enjoyed. It's been alright. It's been alright, but it's kind of like after having a main course, you go back to the starter. It's just not as fulfilling. It's okay, but I just don't think Yun and Megumin themselves are enough to carry the show as much as just the OG gang. There's just like chemistry that the gang have all together that makes it work. That just makes the show so good and so magical. So I do think after watching the Konosuba spin-off, I'm like, this is just making me want to watch like actual Konosuba. I don't want another spin-off. I want actual Konosuba, and we're getting it. The gang is back. It's going to be coming out in 2024, and I don't know how much of the light novels or manga or whatever this is going to adapt, but I'd like, am I correct in assuming that Konosuba has ended now? Has Konosuba ended in terms of the light novels, the original light novels? Because I think it's interesting, because one of my biggest complaints is that with the isekai genre in general is that I can't really think of a modern isekai that has ended. We've all been left on a season 1, or if we're really lucky, a season 2, and then we get nothing more. Whereas, you know, we're looking at something like Attack on Titan, which is airing right now, which is finally coming to an end. So, you know, I believe we're getting to the point where we are getting a lot of seasons into a lot of these isekai that started off as your not run of the mill, as your like isekai of the month, isekai of the year kind of thing. And I'm glad that a lot of these shows are actually getting deep runs, and that No Game No Life is actually an outlier, because I would like to see an isekai that does come to an end. All right. I had this thought, right? If Sword Art Online ends, will I get emotional? And I was having this thought earlier in the shower, and I'm like, I would be lying if I said I wouldn't. I think I would get a little emotional knowing that Sword Art Online has come to an end. Like we are just not getting. This is the show that started the current that basically started the current like modern isekai landscape. It was the first kind of like Naruto show that got super that has just stayed with us all of this time and just hasn't ended. And I think it's, if I were a betting man, I think that would be the first one of its kind to come to an end. And I think it would be an end for an era. I think if Sword Art Online ends, it's going to be kind of the end of an era, honestly. For better or worse, you know. And if the ending of Alicization taught us anything, it seems like we are actually going into the last season of Sword Art Online. I think we're going into the last season of Sword Art Online, right? At least that's what I've heard. And one thing that really excites me is that, from what it seems like, the last season of Sword Art Online, or last arc or whatever of Sword Art Online, is going to be like hard sci-fi instead of just fantasy isekai, and that's fucking exciting. That's exciting. I'm excited for more Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online went Trigger, and they're going to space, guys. They are going to space. So it's not ended yet. It's still currently being written, but something like Konosuba has come to an end. So if we're getting 3 seasons of Konosuba, I would be a betting man to say we're probably going to see an ending of Konosuba as well, and that's also gonna be pretty fucking emotional to me if we ever see Konosuba end. So yes, I am more excited for more. I'm very excited for more Konosuba. Happy to have the gang back. Basically, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, except in an isekai. It's one of the few comedy animes I actually really enjoy, and most of that is to do with the chemistry of the gang together. So very, very excited about that, and I hope that it doesn't like the I don't think it will, but I hope the chemistry doesn't get boring, which I don't think it will. Next up. Of course, guys, Demon Slayer, the newest arc, has come to an end. And of course, you knew that there was going to be a new announcement pretty much straight away. Of course, what was I going to say? I have lost my train of thoughts. Okay, of course they announced a new season right away. It looks like this one is going to be the Hashira training arc. So we might see some more Hashiras. I'm going to have a look at this quick PV, which I think is probably just going to be a very, very quick short teaser. But let's have a look anyway. Okay, let's put it on. Why is it like that? Hold on a second, guys. That is massive, and I don't know why that is massive. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stay fucking still, please. Stay still. Alright, there we go. This is a 1-minute trailer? What? Alright. The Hashiras first. Alright, so I don't know what this arc is going to be about. It seems to be involving all of the Hashiras, which I'm glad. So, how many have we not seen? We haven't seen this dude. Haven't really seen... I don't think we've seen this dude. And this dude gives me weird vibes. I don't really know what to expect out of this new season of Demon Slayer, but I'm gonna be honest, Rengoku crying. Bro. I'm crying. I'm crying for a better time. Because if there's one thing I hope about this new season of Demon Slayer, is that it's better than the Demon Slayer than we just got. Most boring arc incoming? No, don't say that. Don't say that. I thought we just got off a boring arc. No, no. Oh. This is it. This is it. This is gonna be the arc where people are like, yo, Demon Slayer fell off. Demon Slayer fell off. Is a training arc? I don't mind a training arc though. A training arc can be good. A training arc can be good. It can be good. Like, I said in my fall anime video, I said in my fall, not fall anime, I said in my spring anime tier list that this was probably the weakest season of Demon Slayer since the first half of season 1. And now that it has ended, I still agree with that. I still go by that statement. A lot of people, I made the prediction that you can never discount Demon Slayer until the final episode, and then the final episode came out, and I was like, it was alright. didn't blow my mind away. It didn't do anything that was exceptional like the previous 2 arcs, like how the previous 2 arcs ended. It was alright. It's alright. It's alright. It was, I think, I never thought I'd watch a Demon Slayer season and I'd actually miss Inosuke and Zenitsu. I never thought just having an arc with like fellow Hashiras would be less interesting and make me miss the OG gang, man. Don't say that. I know. I've cursed myself, man. I've cursed myself. I mean, I think the problem is, okay, what's everyone's opinion on I can't even, okay, Mist Hashira, boring as fuck. I've really thought his arc and his fight were really boring. And I thought that the enemies, especially, they were pretty fucking boring. Like the number 5 demon who teleports in vases, the only thing he could do was summon fish and make a bubble. He was the bubble. He was the bubble demon. And I was like, this is the biggest threat, making bubbles. That's it. That's fucking it. So I was like, I felt like his fight lasted 5 minutes in 40 minutes worth of flashbacks. That fight was just like so forgettable and so nothing, where I was like, this is the 5th strongest demon you have. And then the fourth demon, the top 4 demon, was a little bit more interesting, but I am so fucking tired. I am so tired of the Demon Slayer moments. The Demon Slayer moment. Here's the Demon Slayer moment. It's episode 4. Episode 5. The main villain gets his head chopped off. But, oh no! Oh, we chopped his head off, but wait! He's not actually dead. He's found a way, guys. He's found a way. And then they do it again. It's like, oh, we chopped his head off again. Psych, bitch! Psych! This ain't the one. This ain't the one. And it gets so predictable because you know when it hasn't happened, because like here's when it happens, right? Okay, Ufotable's like, all right, boys, when are we gonna spend all of our time? All right, let's make the actual head chopping scene. Let's extend that to like 5 minutes of like orgasmic animation, and then we'll do a fake out. We'll do a fake out where the beheading lasts about 50 seconds. All right, no one's gonna be able to guess. No one is gonna be able to guess, guys. I swear to God. And then it's like every fucking time. And and then the thing is, in this arc, they do it several times. They did it several times with one of the demons, and I'm like, oh, it's like, oh, every time. Like, I know it's coming. Like, it's gotten to the point where there were like, Demon Slayer is great for its action and its hype, but there was a moment. I'm not gonna say what the moment was in the final episode of this current season, but there was a moment where, let's say, they tried to get you emotional, but for a single, I did not think for a single second that I bought what was happening on screen. I was like, I know this is another fucking fake out. Okay, it's just like, it's like, why are you trying? Why are you fucking trying? Do you think that I'm watching Demon Slayer for its unpredictability? No. Like, why are we fucking trying here? Why are we trying? And I'm like, I know this is a fucking fake out. I'm not falling for it. And it tried to get me emotional, and I'm just like, can we just move on to the part where the reveal happens, because I know it's coming. And And I'm like, okay, there it is, Demon Slayer. Like Demon Slayer this season just didn't have the same amount of hype coming into the fights. I thought the fights just didn't meet the hype of the previous fights, and as simple as that is, I just think that's a big reason why this season just wasn't as interesting as previous seasons. It's tried to do more of the story, tried to do more of the characters, tried to fake us out in some ways, and I just didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. That's not what I watched Demon Slayer for. So hopefully, even though this is just a training arc, I'm never going to say no to a training arc. Even though I've just shit on the characters, I did like Mitsuri as a character. I thought that she was kind of like a breath of fresh air, just because it was just nice to see a character that did not have a fucking tragic backstory, didn't have something overly complicated going on. She's just a girl that just wants to get married. I'm just like, I respect it. My girl just wants to find a partner, but my girl is a strong girl and she wants to find she wants to find a soulmate. I'm like, there's no tragic backstory. Her parents didn't get brutally murdered or shit like that. She's not going for this. She's not going for revenge. It's nice seeing just a girly girl, like a girly girl, but it still can kick some ass and it's still like a strong character in her own sense, you know, and still does not try to pretend to be someone she's not. I liked her character arc. I really enjoyed her character. Was it the most amazing fights though? No, she's not. She's adorable with Nezuko. I know. Oh, thank you very much, Dev Slat, for the 5 gift subs. Thank you, man. Thank you. Sydney with pink hair. Excuse me. Excuse me. You can't call every female character I like Sydney, okay? I can like other female characters that aren't reminiscent of Sydney. All right, guys. Oh man, it's every time. It's like, oh, it's Sydney but not blonde. Oh, it's Sydney but Hashira. Oh, it's Sydney. All right. Moving on. I think this is the last piece of news before we got to move on. Before we got to quickly go through the next segment. Okay, moving on. Spy Family has Spy Family is back, and I believe they have just come out with a new trailer. So I don't think this is it. This is the wrong link. This is season 2.
Hey Giguk, I found this out today, but did you know that they're gonna be a live action Zom 100?
I did not know that. I don't know why they're doing that. I mean, I'm fine with a live action Zom 100. I would like to see the anime first before I would like to see the anime first before I watch before I get excited over a live action. Okay, this seems to be a really short trailer. What's this all about?
父、スパイ、母、殺し屋、娘、超能力者、そして未来予知犬。行きましょう。家族旅行へ。お出かけお出かけ。
これが最後の警告です。
家族終わる。
この勝負勝たせてもらう。劇場版スパイファミリーコードホワイト。
地獄に落ちなベイビー。
All right, well that was quick. That was when I saw when a trailer got released. I was like, okay, this could be a long trailer, but it seems like this is going to be. Is this going to be a second season or a film? I believe this is going to be a film, right? Spy Family. It's a movie. Okay, it's a movie. Oh, it's a fucking movie. No, it's going to be a filler movie, isn't it? Okay. Well, the thing about Spy Family is that I think it could work all right as a movie. In terms, like, I really am not a fan of Shonen Jump anime original movies just because it's just all like it's high budget filler. It's high budget filler, and that's basically what it is. And pretty much every Shonen Jump movie that's not a canon movie is like the most 6 out of 10 to 7 out of 10 experience I can think of. It's all right, but I always like forget about it immediately. Spy Family overrated? I don't think Spy Family is overrated at all. I think Spy Family is perfectly rated. It's not overrated and it's not underrated. I never see anyone get super hype over Spy Family, but no one ever complains about it. No one's like, oh, you're watching Spy Family? Fucking disgusting, man. Get better taste. But no one's like, yo, Spy Family, let's go. I'm so hype. I'm so fucking hype. It's like ordering a chocolate ice cream at the end of the day. You know, no one ever complains about it, but some people, but it's just like safe comfort food that you'll just like, you'll know you'll enjoy, but you know is not gonna like blow your mind or anything. It's something comforting. It's something nice. Thank you very much for the 5 gift subs. Subak Juice. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It's like, yeah, Spy Family is just the most inoffensive show you can think of. I hate chocolate, Vanilla Gang, for fuck's sake. I can't say anything on the internet. Oh my god. I just... you, my good sir, have just summarized the internet in a fucking nutshell. I'm like, I like chocolate ice cream. Actually, Vanilla Gang for life, chocolate sucks. Can we just not say that chocolate and vanilla is just two vanillas that two flavors that pretty much everyone fucking likes and is pretty safe and is pretty comfy? You know, okay. It's you can. I take back what I said, okay? People are gonna complain about Spy Family. Internet people are gonna complain about Spy Family. But for the most part, if you're not a Twitter user, you're not gonna see someone complain about Spy Family, about chocolate ice cream, about vanilla ice cream. It's you're going to have it. It's going to be a good experience, and then you're gonna be right. That's it. I'm gonna move on with my life. This is it. Oh my god. Your opinions are cringe, my opinions are based. It's like, guys, I like pizza. Guys, I'm a pizza. I enjoy pizza. Actually, hamburgers are so much better than pizza. I don't know why you'd order a pizza when you get hamburgers, actually. Why would you want pizza? I don't know. Burgers don't even have crust. Come on. Alright. Where we left off. We left off with the new Spy Family movie. Now, speaking of continuations and season 2s, one thing I do want to talk about, Link Click, which fucking hell, I accidentally clicked off it. Link Click Season 2 release date has finally been announced. Now, this was one of my favorite anime that has come out basically in the last few years. If you don't know Link Click, it is not really an anime. It is a donghua. It is a Chinese animation, but I honestly think that this has been the best animation to come out of China. Like, this is the best donghua I've seen. This is my favorite one, and season 1 absolutely fucking slapped. Season 1 was one of the best, one of the wildest rides I saw I think it was like last year or the year before. It was the same year as Odd Taxi. I can't remember this year it was, but it was like 2 years ago. It is a time travel animation. So what I really liked about it is that it's one of those shows that grips you from episode 1, right? You go to episode 1 and the basic premise is you have these two characters, right? One can basically travel back into time to basically go through someone's POV if they have a picture of it. So let's say you have a picture of, let's say you give this person a picture from your past. He can go back and not live vicariously, literally become you. Literally, he just like you for real. Literally, he becomes you, and he can basically find out and go through your past and basically relive past events. And this guy guides him through the past to basically figure out, sometimes it's corporate espionage, sometimes he's trying to figure out sometimes he's trying to figure out what's going on with a kidnapping, sometimes it's a murder, like trying to figure out what the real culprit is behind a murder. You can do a lot of things, but one thing I found really fucking great about the conflict in this is he can relive past traumatic events, but he's not allowed to change the past in any way whatsoever. So he has to he lives through some pretty traumatic events, and because he becomes the person, he feels all of the emotions that they feel as well as he's living their events. But he has to make sure, pre-knowing what happens to this person, to whatever person, that he cannot change the past no matter what. And I just thought it was one of the most original takes on like the time travel kind of like twist I've seen before. We've seen a lot of time travel like type of stories, but this is the only time I've seen time travel tackled with this kind of power. So honestly,
have you seen the video of AI Dio singing Cupid? It absolutely slaps.
I have not. Unfortunately, I have not. But this is one of those shows that it doesn't take time to get going. From episode 1, you know what the stakes are. It's because he only has a limited time period where he can stay in each body. The stakes are set up almost immediately. It doesn't fuck around. You start episode 1, and within the first 5 minutes, you're already like deep within the first storyline. You're already deep within whatever the storyline this is setting up, and it just like never stops right up until the last episode. And yeah, I'm fucking excited for this to have a second season. I've waited 2 years, and I'm so hype. And I hope that there are more Chinese anime that are this quality, but because holy shit, this absolutely slaps. Other Chinese anime still catching up, I still think. Still catching up. Is there BL elements into it? Is there BL elements in it? It's funny because when I first heard about Link Click and I saw the character designs, I saw the poster, I saw these two characters, I'm like, this is a BL show. It's not. It's actually got, like, as far as I'm concerned, right now, no BL elements in it. It's all focused on the time travel plotline. Basically, that's it. There is I could be wrong. I could be wrong because because I'm looking at this art style and I'm like, surely there's BL in it. But from season 1, there's none that I can see. Moving on to Hiro Mashima is coming out with a new manga. The mangaka of Rave, Fairy Tail, Eden Zero is somehow coming out with a new manga. And okay, I wanted not watching the trailer. Is there a trailer to this? Or is there a trailer to this one? Oh, there's a trailer for this one? Okay, actually. I am not going to watch the trailer for Link Click because it has major spoilers in it. And I'm sure a bunch of you have not seen Link Click, and I don't want to ruin that for you. So, apparently he's making a new dark fantasy. And I don't know. Okay. So the reason I wanted to put this up here is because I actually met him like a few days ago. I got to meet him, and for the record, obviously, you know, anyone who watches my content would know that I'm not the biggest fan of Fairy Tail. I really did enjoy Rave when I was younger. Not the biggest fan of Fairy Tail. Haven't seen Eden Zero, but I will say, work aside, honestly, one of such a wholesome fucking person, which makes it hard. which makes it hard because I've clowned on Fairy Tail fans a lot, but oh man, he's such a sweet guy, such a cool guy. He actually gave me a gift. Okay, so okay, so like for one thing I found out, right? He is one of the few guys that can draw ridiculously fucking fast. So at this event that I went to, it was kind of like a live stream event with Kodansha. And in this live stream, we had blocked out 15 minutes of time for him to basically be able to draw Natsu. So we blocked out 15 minutes to be like, okay, we'll give you 15 minutes to draw this, to draw one character. And that's all the time that we have. He finishes it in 5. He's like, he's like, in 5 minutes in, he's just done. He's just done. And then he's like, well, I got another 10 minutes. Might as well just flex and just draw the entire cast of Fairy Tail on this at a time. And then he just continues drawing. And I'm like, holy crap, this man is cracked. Like, Mashima Sensei is absolutely cracked. And I was wondering before when I first found this, I'm like, aren't you still working on Eden Zero and like a continuation to Fairy Tail as well? Like, how do you have the time to work on a new manga? Not only does he have time to work on a new manga, but he started a YouTube channel as well. And we asked him, why did you want to start a YouTube channel? And he basically said, I don't know. I was interested in YouTube and I just had some free time. And I'm like, you are the only mangaka on earth that has free time to do like side events, to do other stuff, to do other hobbies. And you know, after the event, we were having a chat, and he was like, "Oh, I'll give you guys something." And I told him, you know, I'm not too familiar with Fairy Tail just because, you know, I'm more familiar with Rave. But he's like, I don't care about that, man. I'll draw this for you. He's like, I'll draw anyone you want. So he just whips this out. And oh, thank you very much, Rob, for the raid. Thank you very much. I'm like, I don't have a shikishi. So he's like, don't worry, just give me that shirt. So he whips this shirt out, and he somehow draws on this shirt like even better than I can draw on paper. like I'm like, oh man, I wish. You know, I'm sure there would be a Fairy Tail fan that would appreciate this way more than me. So I was like thinking about maybe possibly giving this away for a future giveaway, because this is a really, really cool fucking gift. It's a really, really cool gift. And I'm sure there would be someone out there who would really, really appreciate that. But yeah, honestly, I have only positive things to say about the guy. He's such a wholesome guy, so cool as well, and he's absolutely cracked in his drawings. So I was like, honestly, it was only after meeting him that I'm like, maybe I'll start reading your work. maybe I'll read more of your work. So if there's anyone you know who's a Fairy Tail fan, please give me a shout. Because I'm sure there is someone who would really, really love that. Marketing Gigabrain? I know, right? I know. Imagine just like, okay, here's the thing. It's weird, right? Because I've had this with YouTubers before, where you separate, let's say, the person from their content, right? You separate. There are YouTubers who I've really, really respect their content, who I'm not a fan of as a person. And on the flip side, there are like YouTubers that I've met that I'm not exactly a fan of their videos, but I was gonna say I fuck with them, but I've been hanging out with Joey too much. But like, I really, really fucking like them as a person. And I'm like, the more I get to meet like mangakas as well, the more I just realize, hey, everyone is also, every manga is also just a fucking person. They're just grinding out the best they can. They're just trying to like get a paycheck, man. A lot of them are like buried in their schedules and everything like that. So even if I can talk about their work critically, I can still also really enjoy hanging out with them as a person as well. And yeah, Hiro Mashima, one of the coolest mangakas I've met so far. Thank you very much for your gift. But moving on, has Oda had a chance of meeting you? You mean have I had a chance of meeting Oda? Holy shit. One day, man. One day. One day. Next, we have... I found this news pretty interesting. Oshinoko's opening theme song topped the Billboard Global Chart, which was just like... When I saw this headline, I was like, holy fuck. Holy fuck. That is insane. It is the first Japanese song to top the Billboard Global Charts, which I gotta give a standing ovation to Yasobi, because it's super weird. Not only because I'm gonna be that guy. I have liked their work for a while, even before they started doing anime openings. So it's been really, really fucking insane seeing them doing some really, really good anime openings. But honestly, the opening to Oshinoko, just kind of a banger. It's just a banger. It is. Even though I've been a fan of their previous work, when I heard this opening, I was like, holy shit, you guys, you've outdone yourself. So I'm glad that it's getting the attention that it deserves. But the thing that blows my mind the most, Oshinoko. I knew that it had an opportunity to get popular. I didn't know it would get this popular. Like, when I think about mainstream anime, when I think about the anime of the season, kind of like what everyone's talking about, I think of shit like Demon Slayer. I think of shit like Jujutsu Kaisen. Oshinoko is so far beyond what I thought would get super, super popular that it kind of like blindsided me. Because I thought people would look at this, I thought a lot of anime fans would look at this and would be like, I don't want this. It's an idol anime. I don't want to watch idol animes. The art style is too cutesy, or this or that. But it has blown up to a point that I didn't see coming for the type of show that it is. And you know, I gotta give credit to Aka Akasaka for being able to do that with his story, because he has managed to make something. I thought this would be popular for anime fans. I did not think this would be popular for like people who aren't already fans of anime. But the fact that it's making headlines, like getting the top song of the Billboard Global Charts, just says a fuck ton. And being the first Japanese song to be able to do that. No, it wasn't a Naruto opening, wasn't a One Piece opening, wasn't a Demon Slayer opening, wasn't any of the big top shonen. It was a fucking take on the Japanese entertainment industry. It was a fucking idol show. That was it. That was the thing that topped the Billboard 100 charts. And that to me is fucking impressive. Because I would not... Top song is not cause of anime. The song itself is an absolute banger. I mean, the song itself is an absolute banger, but you listen to a lot of anime songs, you listen to even like, not even like Yasobi, but like a lot of people, a lot of artists in that genre, you know, and there are a lot of fucking amazing musicians that puts out bangers that are now getting a lot of anime openings, you know, like Eve, like other people, like Zutamayo, big fan of them both. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that it's getting to that level. There are so many Yasubi songs that are so much better. I mean, I'm just gonna say there are just so many great Yasubi songs in general. You know, this one happens to be a banger. Maybe you think there are some other anime songs. I mean, maybe you think there are other songs that are even more bangers, which I would agree with actually, but still doesn't take it away. Still doesn't take it away. They're just fire. They're just fire in general, man. It has that K-pop vibe. I think that might be it. And finally, to top things off, I laughed when I saw this headline. I laughed when I saw this headline. So, an esports team forfeited a pro Valorant match because their players were too busy playing Honkai Star Rail. If Gon was ever a Valorant player, this is it. This is it. So let me read this because this is a little bit old. This is a little bit old. This is like a month old right now, but I normally do these once a month anyway. So what happened is among those millions already sinking hundreds of hours into Honkai Star Rail is a Valorant pro player from the team Ghost Commandos who apparently forced his team to forfeit an official match because he was too busy journeying across the universe aboard the Astral Express. I mean, honestly, I'm sure he got shit from his team, but kind of Giga Chad in my eyes. He didn't want to waste the resin. He's like, can we put the match on hold? I gotta grind out my levels. I gotta farm for this relic, man. You don't know. I need this relic right now. I need that fucking relic. Man's got his priorities, I know. But apparently what happens is all of their players had to install the client for the latest Valorant, the latest Valorant patch. And this guy was so addicted to Honkai Star Rail that he just forgot to install it. And so his team had to forfeit a pro player match. Now, I want to know how that conversation went in the dressing room, in the green room, in the back room. What do you say to your teammates? What do you say to your teammates at that point? Sorry guys, kind of did an oopsie. Kind of just did too many pulls on Honkai. I mean, Honkai's installed on there if we can do a pro match of Honkai, but yeah, I don't have Valorant involved. My bad, guys. My bad. Like, they've kept the person. They haven't named the person, which is probably for the better. But now everyone's just gonna look at their team and just gonna be like, who is the Honkai player? Who is the Honkai player? But honestly, choosing Honkai over Valorant kind of based in my eyes. I would choose the same way. He could just start streaming Honkai now. Honestly, totally accurate. Not based when it's your job. Okay, so unfortunately, his teammates he did let down his teammates. It is an L for his teammates. I know that, but guys, Kafka. I mean, I'm sure Joey and Connor would understand if I didn't show up to a Trash Taste recording one day because I was pulling for Kafka. No, they wouldn't. They would fucking kill me. They would absolutely murder me. They would absolutely murder me. Alright, but that is it for anime news today. Like I said, this was a little bit of a slow month for anime news. I think the reason for that is because of Anime Expo coming up, which I will quickly talk about, even though there's probably no one from LA awake right now, but I'll do it anyway. Alright, so the best I can find is this screenshot on Reddit. But yes, Trash Taste is going to be at Anime Expo. We are going to have a booth over there, so if you are in the LA area, if you're going to be traveling to Anime Expo, I will hope to see you there. I am not going to be guesting at Anime Expo this year. I'm not an official guest, so I'm there just as an exhibitioner, which sounds fucking wild in my head, because we are going to be in the entertainment hall, guys, the entertainment hall next to Studio Ghibli, Hulu, Bandai Namco, Bushiroad, Aniplex, and Hoyoverse. And then there's us. And then there's a trashed somehow Trash Taste is going to be among all of those companies. There is definitely someone sus among this group right now. One of these is not like the other, is what I'll say about that. But we are going to have a bunch of things at our booth. It's not just going to be a small booth. We've kind of gone all out with this booth. We are going to have exclusive merch there, which, depending on how well that goes, we might release more. But we're really kind of just doing this as a test to see if it's even viable. Even viable to get booths at different conventions, because it might be something that we might do in the future rather than just waiting to be invited as guests or whatever. But it pretty much is just kind of like an experiment for us. Considering how much we've spent on this booth, because AX is the premier convention, we don't expect to turn a profit. This is more, as like I said, an experiment. So if you feel like popping over to our booth, buying some of our merch, then please do. Please get us out of the red. which would be nice. So we unfortunately don't have any signings, any official signings at Anime Expo this year, because like I said, we're not technically guests. And I cannot technically announce when I'm going to come over to the booth, because the last thing I want to do is announce when I'm coming over and cause a fire hazard and get our booth kicked out and get us kicked out, which is the last thing I want to do. What I will say is I will be over at the booth, possibly filming some stuff, possibly saying hello at some point. For safety reasons, I can't say when, but I'm going to pop my head around, and so is Connor. First world problems is this is this hashtag relatable. This is not hashtag relatable at all. This is not something that I ever wanted to this is not something that I ever wanted to say. But literally we've had moments before in conventions where we've literally almost got kicked out because of safety reasons, and we have to put the safety of the attendees before anyone else. That's the big problem. That's the big problem, guys. But I do want to film some videos. We will probably be filming some videos, so we might not have signings, but you might have a chance when you see us to be a part of maybe a second channel video or some of the Trash Taste videos we're planning to film there. Joey's going to be there in spirit. Don't worry, guys. He'll be there in spirit. He'll be there in spirit. we'll get him on a FaceTime or something like that. Look, he's busy enjoying his family holiday. He's busy enjoying his family holiday. So you know, I don't want to take that away from him. Why'd you sip like that? I don't know. It's just the way I've sipped my entire life, man. Temps will be in the mid-80s over the weekend, you're gonna have to speak in Celsius, my guy. I don't know what mid-80s means. Is mid-80s hot? Please, please speak in a temperature that I understand. I mean, if you're talking about 80 Celsius, that's gonna be really fucking hot. 27 degrees Celsius isn't hot? 27 degrees isn't hot? You know I'm a Brit, right? You know I'm a Brit. 27 degrees, people go to the beach shirtless in 27 degrees. It is fucking summer. You're Thai? Stop. Okay, I'm Thai. I like the heat, but also I'm British. So I have to... I'm Thai. Okay, here's part of both of my cultures, right? I'm Thai. I like the heat, but I'm British. I like to wear long jeans and pack a jacket anywhere I go, no matter what. So, I can handle the heat, but I still end up bringing a jacket with me just in case. And I know it's stupid, but I hate just wearing a t-shirt by itself. I need at least like a long sleeve. And that's the Brit in me. That's the Brit in me. Like, even when I'm in Thailand, when I go out in full jeans. I never wear I only wear sandals at home. I never go out in sandals in the streets. I always wear shoes. So that's just the Brit in me, man. Jeans in Thailand? Yes, jeans in Thailand. That's a bit of that's my cross-cultural pollination. Alright, but that was it for the anime news for this month. I will be seeing you guys at AX, and, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a fuck ton of exciting anime news announced at AX, so you might get another anime news stream when I'm back, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of crazy announcements. I'm probably going to be announcing my anime, like some anime as well, for myself. Because I'm going to have a panel with Connor. I believe it is going to be with Katakawa, and we're just going to be watching a bunch of anime trailers and reacting to it. So there's probably going to be some trailers I've already seen that I've already watched on my previous seasonal streams. Then there's going to be Connor, who is going to be like, another isekai? Really? Really? Another isekai? And he has to pretend not to be offended because it's a Katakawa panel. But I won't. But guys, I'll have a good time. That's the important thing. Don't worry. He'll just not talk and let me do all the talking. He'll just let me do all the talking. Any gaming happening today? Yeah, I might start. I might play Final Fantasy 16. Do I want to play Final Fantasy 16? Do I want to get in that rabbit hole? But it's gonna be like a week till I can next play it. But I really want to play it. I really want to play it. Oh, I really want to play it. Is the beginning good? It's very good. The demo part, please. What's the demo part? Is that like the first 2 hours or something? Yep, the beginning is crazy. All right. Genshin 3.8 thoughts. I have not played Genshin in quite a while. It's been a hot minute since I played Genshin. It's been, how long has it been? Not since Honkai. Not since Honkai. Next time I play Genshin, I'm probably going to just be speedrunning the story. 8-hour stream, let's go. I mean, I don't have anything else I'm going to be doing. Actually, you know what? We're just chilling out right now. Let's just chill out for a bit. I'll chill out for a bit before I play Final Fantasy. Maybe I'll pack. Maybe I'll pack on stream. That's the thing, right? You guys enjoy that. Did you say Alright, let me put this back where it deserves to be. In a casing. I should probably frame this, actually. Should probably frame this. This is probably someone is probably really gonna love this. Look at that. He drew that so fast on a shirt. I can barely sign my signature on a shirt without fucking it up. And he just draws a perfect sketch. Too lazy to fold now. I know I'm gonna like frame it or something anyway. Wash it. My guy's collecting all the good stuff. Hey, I just want to collect all of the, like, I think I've stopped buying. I think I've stopped buying like anime figurines. So I am like, even though that's cool, I did give Connor something pretty cool to auction off, which I hope has he already said what he's going to be auctioning off, like tomorrow, or no, the day after tomorrow? No, okay, some of them, not yours. All right, without spoiling, without spoiling exactly, because he asked a lot of people to just provide stuff that I guess they're known for, and I'm like, I don't do live action content. I'm not really known for having stuff, but I did provide something Fate related and something domestic girlfriend related. So I was like, what sums me up as a person? And Fate figure, it is not the Fate figure. I actually think it is way rarer than the Fate figure. So it's a pretty cool piece of memorabilia that is much harder to obtain. Basically, it's much harder to obtain. It was painful to part ways with it, but I gave it away for a good cause. So his fake Go account. You know, I was actually this close to giving away my Genshin Impact account, but then I was like, wait, I actually want to continue Genshin. I actually want to continue playing it. I don't want to start right from the beginning. If I could gift all of my 5 stars, I would. But I didn't want to give away my story progress. That was one thing. First time joining your stream, lol. Give the Genshin account. No, if I give the Genshin account, I would never play Genshin again, because do you realize I do not want to know how many hours I've sunk into Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. I'm glad that it doesn't it's not on Steam or something, so it doesn't have like the hours played, because that would just be fucking depressing for me. that would be depressing if I found out. I would buy it, lol. How many dollars have you spent in Genshin? I don't think I've spent too much. I haven't spent too much, guys. Not too much. Not too much, guys. Not too much. I don't think I've spent too much. Honestly, I don't spend that much on gacha games. Only when I'm sponsored. That's because I'm playing around. I'm basically being paid, so I'm like, I feel less guilty to spend money because I'm being paid the money, so I'm like, I can just use the money I'm getting paid to put back into the game, and it's like circular, right? It's circular. So it's a business expense. But you know, if I'm just in my own private time, then I have to think about my spendings a lot more. I think Sydney spent more than me, actually. Sydney has spent a fuck ton more than me. I do kind of egg her on though, so that's probably my fault. Tax deductible, yeah, definitely tax deductible. Definitely tax deductible. I've been trying to get her to stream it because I'm like, you know, technically if you stream it and you pull on stream, then it's tax deductible. Sydney, come on, what are you doing? But she's like, she's like, actually, no, I just enjoy this, and I don't want to stream myself playing it because she enjoys it that much. So I think she's more addicted to it than I am, because I only play on stream. Her streaming Genshin would probably be fun. I think it would be fun. So she just makes random noises. Here's the living with Sydney experience. You're just chilling, and then you just hear a scream, and then you're just like, I don't know if that was a scream because she was in distress or if that's just Sydney noises. And then there's a certain pitch. There's a certain pitch to the scream where you can differentiate whether it's just Sydney noises or whether something bad has happened. Husband next level. Japanese government analyzing Gaunt's business expenses. I don't know if I said this before, but my bank's actually blocked my card twice now for my bank has blocked my card twice for Genshin Impact, specifically Genshin Impact. Japanese banks, yeah. And that was it was like we saw these transactions coming out from this Chinese company, and we didn't know what was going on, and I had to phone them up and be like, no, don't worry, it's just a business expense. And then they did it again. They did it twice. And I was like, you've blocked me before, why are you blocking me again? Intervention. That's the average gacha player. Bank be like, that British guy cannot be a gacha whale, look it up. It's the one good things that Japanese banks have done. Japanese banks, oh my god, I had another run-in with the Japanese bank, which is just, they just blocked my online account for absolutely no reason, just because they had this, they implemented this AI that, you know, was meant to figure out whether you are logging in as a scam, and then they logged me as a scam. And then I was like, I can just fix this over the phone. Nope, I have to go in. I can just, you know, fix this. And they were like, no, you have to wait for us to, you know, go through this entire process. We have to send off a request. Luckily, I didn't get it too bad, but Sydney had to get her entire account reset, meaning that she had to wait a month just to get access to a bank account again, because the bank's AI thought that she was logging in. The bank thought that she was in a scam, and they just fucked everything. Even though she just logged in at home, and I'm just like, what is going on here? What is going on? I actually have no idea what is going on. Damn, Sydney, skill issue. Yeah, I know. My credit company just blocked me completely. Hey, gotcha player, my fellow gotcha player. I mean, she probably has way more sus orders than I do. Let's just say that, to buy for her own content. They're like, so I see you've bought like thousands of dollars on 20 kilogram anime titties. What's that about? Is that a legal purchase? I don't know if that's a legal purchase. Hold up, Gaunt streaming at BBC hours? Hey, I'm just streaming at normal hours. Fuck it, let's start Final Fantasy though. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do it!